After successfully concluding this retreat, the party now focuses its attention on who will be its Speaker of the 11th Parliament. The Central Executive Committee of the party is expected to sit on Tuesday to make a decision. Will it be Oulanyah or Kadaga? But even before the NRM Central Executive Committee sits, the party national chairman Yoweri Museveni is sending a signal on which kind of 11th Parliament he would want.
Of course, we get a lot of delays by this Parliament, the other Parliament, whatever they call it. What is it, 10 or 20 years or what? That one. That one has been delaying. You see, sometimes I'm polite because I really don't want to create political problems for people who belong to the same party as myself. So that's why I don't talk so much. But this must stop.
A house that is subordinate to his executive control.
Everybody must do his work. I am here in two capacities. An elected president of Uganda repeatedly. But also the leader of the resistance movement. So I really want no more games. We have the capacity to say no to everybody. And when we say no, we mean no. I shouldn't speak about this for 2 weeks, begging, writing, lobbying. I'm now a lobbyist. I will no longer lobby. I will use my authority to say no. Finished. And when I say no, it will be no. You better know that.
Museveni today closed the 3 weeks retreat for NRM and NRM-leaning independent MPs at Chankwanzi. Throughout the retreat, secret mobilization has been going on between agents of Speaker Rebecca Kadaga and her Deputy Jacob Oulanyah, both of whom are vying to be the party candidate for Speaker. And for Deputy Speakership, Thomas Taibo and Anita Mongo's agents have been busy. At the closure of the retreat, several resolutions in regards to health, education and governance were passed.
Because as representatives of the people, our first target is to transform or improve the livelihood of our people back in our villages. And how are we going to do that? That is through intensive and extensive agriculture, as you heard the president say.
If we want to stay longer in our offices, we need to do everything it takes to empower the community, but we also need to join hands with the government to ensure that the plans which are there are budgeted for and are implemented accordingly.
And therefore, if there are radical measures which the president has to take and members of parliament against land grabbers and against all those issues pertaining to the land, I think it's good.
MPs, however, rejected a proposal to cut government expenditure on travels abroad for MPs and government officials. An intelligence report by the Internal Security Organization ISO on wasteful government expenditure in 2017 singled out the State House with 56 billion, the Army with 33.3 billion, and Parliament 21 billion as the biggest spenders on travel and fuel.
Parliament is not the one which runs Uganda. I can put it to a referendum. And resolve this issue for once and for all. Because this Sanja will not be a joking Sanja.
On land, the MPs agreed to support government in coming up with radical land law reforms, as claims of illegal evictions, especially in Buganda, threaten the livelihood of the poor.
Politically, where you are, if you stand, not cheap popularity, because that was my problem with Nantaba. Nantaba was fighting for the landless, but she also added on cheap popularity. Even the ones who were telling lies she would support them. No, don't support people who are telling lies. Only support the genuine people.
In 2018, government attempted to amend Article 26 of the Constitution to allow it take over private land before compensation, but this was rejected by Parliament. Herbert Ziwa, NTV.